Hello and welcome back to Catastrophe Cocktails. Today we're going to be making the 9/11, which is going to be a set of dual cocktails that is sure to impress your friends. The first cocktail we're going to be making is a Cosmopolitan, which was, its origins can be traced back to the gay community in Cleveland from a very long time ago. However, the current version of the recipe is made in 1989 at the Odeon, which is a restaurant in Manhattan. We're going to be making this with 3 ounces of our Citron, which isn't actually Citron, it's just a lemon-infused vodka that I have. But it should be essentially the same. Then after that, we're going to be using 1.5 ounces of Cointreau, which we've got here. We'll also be using 1.5 ounces of our lime juice, which we have freshly squeezed. And finally, we'll be using 1 ounce of our cranberry cherry juice. Usually you would just use cranberry juice. We're using a cranberry cherry because it's what we have. Spilling a little bit, but who cares? All right, so that is going to be our Cosmopolitan. And then next we're going to move on to the Manhattan. So the Manhattan cocktail was first made in 1870 at the Manhattan Club in New York City. It's a pretty traditional type of drink. Manhattan is, of course, also one of the 5 boroughs of New York, and it's the one where the Twin Towers were. So we're going to start off with 5 ounces of our blended whiskey. People debate about whether to use rye whiskey, blended whiskey, bourbon. We're using blended today because that's what we have. So that's 3 ounces. And now we're going to be doing 1 ounce there. And then finally our 5th ounce. Spilling a lot on the table. No worries about that. All right, so that's going to be our whiskey. And then we're going to be doing 2.5 ounces of our sweet vermouth. So 1.5 ounces here. And 1 ounce. Traditionally, you're going to be using Angostura bitters, Angostura specifically, when you make your Manhattans. We're not going to be using that instead. Instead, what we have here is a little bit of grapefruit Everclear that I've infused over the past couple years. And I'm going to get a little bit of that just on top using this measuring spoon I've got here. I'm going to layer it just at the top of it. Should float because it is less dense than the rest of the alcohol. And then with that, we are ready to hit the lights. And all of a sudden, it's going to be as dark as it was at 5:14 a.m. On September 11th, 2001, which I was there when it happened. I was just a baby. My assistant here, my mother, was there and she remembers it. So, what's that noise? Here comes the airplane. Open wide. All right. We've got an alcohol flame here, which we are going to smother using our mug. Safety first. And yeah, well, as you see, that's how you light it on fire. It's sure to impress. Make sure you use enough of your high-proof spirit, like a 151 Bacardi or Everclear. We got to do our taste test. We waited a second to let it cool down. We're going to start with our Cosmopolitan and see how that is. Ooh, the lights have returned. It's daytime. Yeah, it's good. It's nice. Not too strong. Yeah. Very tasty. Now we've got our Manhattan, which not super traditional, but we'll see how it tastes. Oh yeah, the rim of the glass is warm. Yep, that's a Manhattan with Everclear in it. Ooh, that is delicious.
Oof, that's what's here in your chest.
Well, until next time, all of you domestic terrorists, peace out. Or actually, this time it's regular terrorists.
Yes, regular terrorists.
Peace out.